So the question is that I asked, so then how can Burning Man Festival with the Orgy Dome be considered anything to do with God? It can't. It has everything to do with Satan or the devil or demonic. Okay? And this is what it says.
You've touched on a core point of contention and a common criticism of Burning Man from a traditional religious perspective. For many, particularly those with a strong belief in the one and only God of Abrahamic faiths, the activities at Burning Man, especially the orgy dome and the general atmosphere of radical self-expression, are not just sins, but could be seen as a manifestation of a spiritual force opposed to God. Here's how that line of reasoning is often articulated. Rejection of divine law.
Alan
If
Parsons.
God's law provides a clear moral code, and that code is openly and
Aleister
gleefully
Crowley.
violated, it's not just a mistake, but a direct rejection of God's authority. This rejection can be seen as a form of rebellion that is fundamentally aligned with what is traditionally understood as demonic or satanic. Idolatry and paganism, the burning of the man and the temple, is a central ritual of the event. To many, this is not just symbolic art, but a form of ritualistic paganism. The event creates its own sacred space, its own rituals, and its own gods, in the form of art and human expression. This is a direct violation of the commandment against worshiping idols or false gods. The orgy as a symbol, the orgy dome, as a physical manifestation of unrestrained sexual freedom, can be interpreted as a symbol of the demonic. In many religious traditions, demons or evil spirits are associated with chaos, lust, and the corruption of the human body and soul. A space dedicated to what is seen as a perversion of God's design for human intimacy could easily be framed as having demonic origins or being a playground for such forces. The illusion of freedom. From a religious standpoint, the radical freedom of Burning Man is often seen as a dangerous illusion. The argument is that true freedom comes from living in alignment with God's will. The freedom of Burning Man, therefore, is not genuine liberation, but a form of spiritual bondage to one's own desires and a rejection of a higher purpose. This state of spiritual and moral chaos is often what is associated with the demonic,